where most people choose one path, tonight's guest chose two and conquered them both. From the blood-soaked rings of hardcore wrestling to the dark, thunderous beats of underground hip-hop, our guest has spent decades proving that limits exist only to be shattered. As a rapper, producer, and professional wrestler, he has left his mark across America, Japan, and Europe, building a legacy fueled by grit, pain, and unbreakable will. He shared the stage and studio with underground icons like Twiztid, Esham, Blaze Ya Dead Homies, Bizarre, Anybody Killa, Boondox, and countless others. Behind the boards, his production talents helped bring Insane Clown Posse's track Bewitching to life on Yum Yum's Lure, helping the project climb all the way to the top of the iTunes rap charts. But the story doesn't stop there. Inside the squared circle, he has become a feared competitor in the world of hardcore and deathmatch wrestling. He stands as the first and only foreigner to compete for more than 20 Japanese wrestling promotions, battling legends and former world champions, including Rhino, Shane Douglas, Tony Atlas, Buff Bagwell, Tommy Rich, and UFC Hall of Famer Dan the Beast Severn. Tonight, the Underground Nation podcast pulls back the curtain on the man behind the chaos, the artist, the warrior, the producer, and the champion. So creatures of the underground, buckle up and prepare yourselves for a conversation unlike any other. Step into the shadows and welcome to the hot seat alongside your host with the ghost, Bounce Ball Boogie, the one, the only, One Man Kru.
Welcome back to the Underground Nation podcast. Your host with the ghost, the Bounce Ball Boogie. Today, we're diving deep into the world of an artist who refuses to quit, who's been breaking boundaries across music and wrestling. He's a rapper, producer, professional wrestler, a man who lives and breathes intensity. From fusing horrorcore and hardcore hip-hop with raw realism to produce for Insane Clown Posse, and building an international wrestling career in Japan, Europe, and the US, he is truly a one-man army. You've seen him in the ring, you've heard him in your speakers, and today, you're gonna hear his story. So please, walk into the hot seat of the Underground Nation podcast, the one they call One Man Kru.
Thank you, man. That was an awesome intro.
Well, you're an awesome individual, and you deserved way more than that. So thank you for taking the time to speak with us today.
My pleasure, bro.
Yeah, so freaking lovely. It's awesome to have you. So let's start with the name, One Man Kru. What does it symbolize about your drive and your approach to art?
So One Man Kru, 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 is an acronym for Keep Rising Up. Keep Rising Up.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Keep Rising Up.
It is, yeah. And then I got that name, actually, One Man Kru, from listening to Too Short, because on all his old records, it'd be like, I'm a one-man crew, and his raps. So I was like, that'd be a dope rap name. And then I just basically just used it in wrestling too. I had other names and gimmicks before that, but I was like, you know what, might as well just like cross promote and use this name for both of them.
Yeah. So one man keeps rising up.
Yeah. Just trying to do my best to make it, man.
Put it together. We put it together, Underground Nation. One man keeps rising up. And that man stands before you today.
Yes, sir.
You blended horrorcore, hardcore hip-hop, and raw street realism. What drew you to that mix, and how did you keep it authentic? Or how do you keep it authentic?
It was a work in progress for many years, decades even, but
Decades? Wait.
Yeah. I started rapping just by myself, like in private, when I was like 14 years old, 13 years old. I would sit in my dad's car and just rap to myself, you know, and I wouldn't let nobody know I was doing it.
My secrets. You can't.
Yeah, because I sucked and I didn't want nobody hearing it. So And this is like 1996. And for, I don't know, maybe 5 years, I did that, just rap to myself. Sometimes I'd do it in the shower. Sometimes I'd do it while I was driving, you know, when I was old enough to drive. And finally, 2002, I recorded my first little demo recording, and it sucked. And then I made like a tape, and it sucked. So thank God those are no longer in existence. I mean, they probably are somewhere, but thank God they were never released because they were horrible. But it took a long time to get to the point that I'm at now with it. And, you know, when I first started, I was just rapping a bunch of gibberish, you know, just throwing stuff together because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Then over time, I learned how to tell stories, and I was doing horrorcore stuff because I had a friend. His rap name is Suburban Corpse.
Suburban Corpse?
Yeah.
Why does that sound familiar?
He's been around, man. And he's on some of my stuff. I put him on every once in a while. I put him on a track or two. And he does a lot of stuff behind the scenes for me that a lot of people don't know about. And he's in the music video that I did recently. He plays like a thug with a gun. And over time, man, I just kind of was like, hey, I'm going to step away from this juggalo rap shit because I don't want to be pigeonholed in that. And I'm going to just like, yeah, I want to do my own thing where like I'm making it on my own merits and I'm not trying to like cling to somebody else's fan base.
Yeah, there's only so many ways you can decapitate a head. I get it.
Yeah, pretty much. So I just started branching out, and at first I was doing like some Christian rap stuff, and then I realized, you know, this ain't really working for me. Yeah, I was like, this ain't really working for me. I'm not gonna do this anymore. So then I started just doing,
was it making you happy?
It did, but it just, you know, it wasn't getting over. Nobody liked it. Like nobody. I mean, some people did. This is when I lived in Alabama, so there's a lot of, that's like the Bible
Doesn't
Belt
matter.
there.
As if you liked it.
I liked it. It's just like, you know, nobody wants to be preached to. You know what I mean? So I was just like, well,
if that was true, that genre wouldn't exist.
That's true, but I mean, like on a massive scale, you know, if you're trying to market music to people, like, and that just wasn't me, you know, that's just not my style. So I just started.
That type of music is really marketed to those who are in that transition phase where they're coming out of their darkness and stepping into the light, and they use that kind of music to motivate them to leave their evil ways behind.
That's right. And the thing is most people aren't willing to do that. So yeah, there's a lot of people that are. But
it sounds like you just need a good marketing guy, in my opinion. That's probably what happened there.
And this was like almost 20 years ago when I was doing that. And then
if you were 14 around 96, so according to my calculations, you'd be around 44 right now. Yeah, you're a year older than me.
Yeah, just a little bit. There's by a cunt hair there.
A cunt hair.
There's this world beneath the surface, a place where raw talent lives, where voices go unheard until now. Welcome to Underground Nation, the home of the unheard, the stage for the next wave. The movement where artists, entrepreneurs, and creators rise from the shadows and take their place in the spotlight. Head over to underground-nation.com, download the app today, and step inside the experience. Dive into exclusive news articles, unfiltered reviews, powerful podcasts, and a full collection of magazine issues showcasing talent from across the globe. Discover your next favorite artist before the world catches on.
So then I went to just, hey, I'm going to make my own full-length solo, because I was in a group I'm still in the group. It's like a side project of mine called Keepers of the Crypt. And we did 3 albums from 2005, 2006, 2007. And I was like, I'm going to do my first full-length solo album by myself as a one-man crew. And I tried not to cuss in it, but I just made like regular rap music. But I tried to have a positive message in it. And a lot of people liked it. A lot of people really liked it, but I was still developing. And it took a while for me to like really find my sound and like my style. And I made another album called it's called Legend of the Earth. And I had like Bizarre from D12 on a song on that, and Lil Wyte on a song, and Seed of Six. And then I was kind of that's why I was starting to make my own beats. Like I made my own beats for years, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the way my beats sounded. But after putting my 10,000 hours in, so to speak, I started to get pretty good at it. And I got good enough eventually where I sent some beats to Violent J, and he thought they were dope. And so I ended up producing a little bit of stuff for them. Like
Bewitching.
Bewitching on Yum Yum's Lure.
Bewitching.
And then because of my own negative stuff going on, my own like mental health shit, like in my own ego, things basically didn't work out with him because, when you got two people with huge egos, it's just not going to work out.
Were you one of the egos?
I was, yeah, because I didn't tolerate anybody talking down to me. I didn't like that. I don't like anybody treating me like a jabroni. So I was like, fuck this guy. So I had a beef with him over the shit because he didn't like pay me or give me credit or nothing, and he didn't keep any of his promises to me. But I realized if I would have just been positive about it and been cool, things probably would have worked out with that. But regardless, I did the direction I did, and I dissed Violent J a lot. And which
so you don't get no credit now? What did that get fixed, or what happened?
No. So what happened was like for a year after basically he fired me / I quit, we didn't really talk or nothing, like nothing was said. And then I found out that on the metadata on Bewitching, where it says produced by, it's blank. So I hit him up about it. I was like, hey man, is there any way we can get this thing, changed or whatever? So I kept emailing him. I emailed Jumpsteady. Nobody said shit to me. So finally I was like, I know how to get this motherfucker's attention. So I sent him an email. I was like, I'll give you oxycodone. And that got his attention, all right, but just in a negative way, right? So he was like, "Suck my dick."
Fucking way.
He was like, "Suck my dick."
That's what it took to get his attention.
Yeah, but it was like he was like, "Suck my dick, you fucking retarded monkey! I'll beat the fuck out of your bitch ass," or something like that. So I was like,
"So he wasn't after the Oxycontin, just after the."
No, because what I didn't know is like he had just got out of rehab, and like I wasn't really paying attention to none of that shit. Like he was going through a real dark time. Like his girlfriend died. He had just got out of rehab. Yeah. Somebody said he liked pills, so I was just like, I'll get this motherfucker's attention with this. And so he said that to me, which pissed me off. And I was like, what? You gonna tell me that, motherfucker? I'll beat your ass. So I went to Detroit and like in the neighborhood where one of his properties was. I don't even know if he owns that property anymore, but I like waited on the corner of a street and filmed myself waiting for him to come meet me. I was like, I'll meet you this time, this day. I'm going to be in Michigan anyway to do this wrestling show with Tony Atlas. So I'll be here. If you're a real man, show up. If you think you could beat my ass, motherfucker, I'll give you the opportunity. And obviously he never showed up or nothing. But the video kind of went a little bit viral for a couple weeks. I had like 10,000 views in like a week or something like that, like among juggalos. And they're all like talking all this shit. They're like, who's the fuck is this guy? He's out of his mind and shit like that. So for a while, I was like, I'm just going to roll with this. And I just kept dissing Violent J. And then I made this album called Overthrow in the Underground. And almost the whole album is me dissing him in some way or subliminally or making a skit where I'm doing something fucked up to his girlfriend or to him. And then after I did that, I kind of got it off my chest. And I was like, this is immature as fuck. I shouldn't be. The people are like really hating me, like legit, like go away heat for this shit. So I'm just moving away from it now, man.
Now you're on the move.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna.
When did this really end? How long ago are we talking?
Recently, I sent him an email like apologizing to him. I was like, look, man, I don't want nothing from this. I'm not, all I'm doing is to clear my slate on my end. I gotta tell you, I'm sorry for all this fucking shit I've been saying. Just so that I have a fucking clean slate for my own personal sanity and my own karma. And, I sent that to him, whether he read it or not, doesn't matter. I did that to get that off of me. And now I'm just going to be positive from now on.
Yeah, be real positive. Because, I mean, you work with more than ICP. Twiztid, Esham, Bizarre, like you said.
Oh, yeah.
What's one lesson you learned or you've taken away from those collaborations?
The truth is, man, it ain't really as big a deal as people think it is, you know?
Why not?
Because, like, all right, we all mark out for these guys, right? Because we're fans of their shit. But the truth is, they're not really that big. So when you do a collaboration with these guys, who are you going to market it to? Their fans. And their fans aren't going to give a fuck. So it's just like, you're not going to make your money back.
For his long collaborations where I'm like, dude, that shit's dope. Like Red was one of them.
Yeah. I mean, the music can be dope. I mean, but the thing is, it's like, they're always going to look at it like, oh, yeah, you just paid to get this guy on your shit so you can market it to me. And, you know, that's all they're going to look at it like. They don't have respect for that, most of them. They're just like, oh, and most of them, they're like jealous because they're like, oh, I wish I could do a song with this motherfucker. And because I don't know what it is with like juggalos, but they all think they can rap. Like, they all think they got to be rappers. Like,
hey, I can rap, motherfucker.
So they all want to be artists because their big, dream is to like perform at the Gathering or collaborate with ICP, collaborate with these artists. And the thing is, it's a big deal to people like that who give a shit about that kind of thing. But to the outside world, that means nothing. It really doesn't, man. So once you hit these highs, that, hey, this is my dream and now it's coming true. And then you realize it really ain't shit. It's a big eye opener. Like,
are you saying, speaking from the other side, it's all an illusion that we are being casted upon?
Pretty much, yeah. The work, man, everybody's like spending their money on all this shit because they're a mark for it, right? And they care about it because those artists were able to make them care about it because not saying anything, taking any credibility away from those artists. Like, they did what they did to get to that point to where people were following them.
Right.
But when you got like a cult following like that, only those fans give a shit about it. Like, the rest of the world doesn't give a fuck about it.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
but I mean, if I wanted to do a collaboration with the Dog Pound, obviously I don't make gangster ass music like them do, but now I'm introducing myself to a whole other fan base.
Yeah, that's right. And that's basically the best thing if you want to collaborate with artists and stuff, is to hit different demographics and not just stick to just one. Like, oh, I'm going to market myself to this demographic. And you're staying in this bubble where only these core people would even give a shit about it. And the truth is, most of them don't. I'm going to market some stuff here, and you spread out your portfolio, so to speak. You have a better chance of making money and being successful because you're reaching other demographics instead of just putting all your eggs in one basket.
Your advice is to diversify.
Yes. Good.
Every day, creative spirits pour their hearts into their craft, only to feel ignored. No support, no network, no real community. That's why the Boogieverse was created. A place where musicians, podcasters, artists, streamers, entrepreneurs and creators connect, collaborate, and rise together. Stop chasing success alone. Join the Boogieverse Discord today, where creative spirits build each other up to greatness.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, universe, for keeping me out the back of a hearse, above the dirt, still alive, even blessings, I know it could be worse. Thank you, Lord, thank you, God, thank you, Jesus, thank you, universe, for keeping me out the back of a hearse, above the dirt, still alive, even though it hurts. I'm just grateful for my blessings, I know it could be worse. There's a reason I believe in God, I'm still alive, even though I've been through it all, I still survive. I've been blessed with everything I ever asked for. That's why I have so many stamps on my passport. Cause I'm an intercontinental baller, international star. I can go anywhere that I want, and it don't matter how near or far. My dreams show true all of the time. Heroes still living and still on my prime. I pray to God and he gives me a sign to keep to him. I think cause I'm one of a kind. They said I'd live in a fantasy world and that I should give up on my dreams. If I had listened to all of those haters, then I would have never been seen on their screens. I am the underground king of the world. Everyone now wants to be on my team. But where in the hell were all of my people before I got all of my breaks on the scene? I was just a starving artist. I poisoned myself with dope. I almost died 1,000 times. I was at the end of my rope. I never gave up hope. I'm thankful I finally made it. It's because of my faith in God that he made me one of the greatest. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, universe, for keeping me out the back of a hearse, above the dirt, still alive, even though it hurts. I'm just grateful for my blessings. I know it could be worse. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, universe, for keeping me out the back of a hearse, above the dirt, still alive, even though it hurts. I'm just grateful for my blessings. I know it could be worse.
I've always thought it was kind of whack to try to make somebody else's fan base my fan base. I would rather do my own thing, have people like my stuff and my work based off my own merits, and build my own core following. Some of them might come from that demographic, you know? But that's the way to make it, is just build your own following. That's the truth.
Absolutely. I believe in that. So is Overthrowing the Underground your latest project?
It is, yeah. It was my third solo album, full-length album. It just dropped in January. It got over 100,000 streams on Spotify in like the first week.
What? Because of all the controversy, or
that, and the features that I licensed on it. And it just, I don't know, it just, maybe because it's like the best work I've done, something happened there where it's like I did not pay for anything. I just pitched to playlisters, which cost nothing. The only thing I paid for was the licenses for the verses, and that's it. And I produced it all myself. I mixed it all myself. I did everything all by myself. And then suddenly, just out of nowhere, boom, I had like 100,000 streams. I was like, holy shit, that's never happened before.
Nice. Well, congratulations.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. But then,
how'd you find playlisters to pitch to?
Well, there's lists of them. You can like download a list of playlisters and you can just hit them all up individually. What I did was I compiled a mailing list of all of them, and I just sent emails, like sending my pitch and like all my like press kit and photos and the new songs and album and all that stuff, all the info. And then I got some people hit me back like, wow, dude, this is the best submission I've ever read. I was like, thank you. I used AI.
Thanks, AI.
Yeah, I used AI to tighten up my letter, like to fix all the punctuation.
One Man Kru has many tools.
Yeah, I'm not a one-man crew anymore. I got Chat GPT helping me now. And then out emails and shit.
I manage it. And you're the first and only foreigner to work with over 20 Japanese promotions. How did that grind shape who you are today?
Well, when I was in, like, to go back to the beginning, when I was in Japan, I worked for this guy named Fugo Yumeji, who's my sensei and my manager, and I stayed with him for about 6 months when I first got there. I was only supposed to be there for 6 weeks.
6 months?
I got over when I got there, right? And people wanted to book me. So I ended up staying there for 6 months, and then I came back home, and then they all wanted me to come back. So I went back, and even more promoters booked me. And then I got so over that like I coasted off that for like 6 years. I still got...
Wait, 6 weeks went to 6 months to 6 years?
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty wild. It was fun, too. I really loved it. I love Japan.
What made it end? Or why are you here right now? You should be over there being a Japanese all-star.
Well, I got hurt. Pretty bad. Yeah, I hurt my back, and I just worked through it for quite a few years, and it got to the point where I couldn't hide it anymore. So I took 3.5 years off, and I lived in Guam, and that's when I focused on like making beats and I just focused solely on my music, and that's how I kind of leveled up to the stuff I'm doing now, because I had a lot of time on my hands to just.
So you were laid up for 3 years just working on your craft?
Yes, sir.
How were you paying the bills and shit to be able to turn the fucking equipment on?
I would go out and sell my CDs to people on the street. I just have a whole stack of them every day, and I just sell
Guam?
In Guam, yeah. I go to Kmart and sell them in the parking lot every day.
You speak the Guam language.
They all speak English. It's a U.S. territory.
It's a U.S. territory. I knew that. Just didn't think of it at the moment.
Some of them don't speak English because they come over from the Philippines or wherever they come from. A lot of other islands around there where people come there.
I've never been to Guam.
It's kind of like a smaller Hawaii. It's really beautiful. My girlfriend I'm with now, we met there. She's from the Philippines originally, but she's a U.S. citizen.
That's not where you are right now?
No, I'm in Ohio now.
From Guam to Ohio?
Yep.
Doesn't sound like something you would do or would want to do. How'd you get to Ohio?
Well, I flew here after the pandemic because when I was over there, it was just like they were making like restrictions on people too much. And I was just like, this is getting to the point where I can't really go anywhere without having some kind of paper saying I got vaccinated. And I wasn't ready to take that plunge because I wanted to know what it did to people first.
Dude, my mom went into cardiac arrest on that.
My uncles both are dead now after getting those. But yeah, I'm glad
you went and got it when it first came out, like in the first couple months.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, she's okay now, but she was in the hospital almost 2 weeks.
Damn it. I never did get it, man.
I never got it either after that. Like, fuck no.
And everybody's looking at
me.
People are looking at me like I was out of my mind for not wanting to get it. And now that all the shit's come out about it, I was like, I'm glad I didn't get it.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't do it either. But I mean, I'm talking to the guy that beat in UFC legend Dan Severn twice.
Oh, he's a great guy, man. Dan, I love that guy. Yeah, he is, in wrestling, nobody ever really beats anybody. But he wanted to help me out, so he did that for me. And I really appreciate him. He's such a good guy.
Man, what do you feel that victory meant for your legacy?
I think it's a thing where like nobody appreciates it now, but like in the future when people look on YouTube, be like, damn, this dude did all this crazy shit. Like I think it's kind of one of those things where nobody like really appreciates you until you're gone.
No, I appreciate the fuck out of you right now.
Thank you, man. But some people are kind of catching on to like what I've been doing, but takes time somehow. So it's just everything I do.
You've done more than most. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird, like how I've done all this shit and people still treat me like I'm a fucking wannabe.
What the heck? What is happening? What's not connecting? What do you feel is missing? Or what's happening?
I don't know, man. I think it's just because I live my life like a regular person, and I try to be humble. Like I just live like a regular dude, and I don't try to portray myself as some big shot motherfucker or nothing. I just try to live like a normal person. I treat everybody the same, and because I'm really nice, when people see me doing these kind of things, like I think there's a lot of jealousy in play because a lot of people aren't living their dreams,
Your resume is fucking killer, bro. You should be getting bookings like crazy. If not for wrestling, at least for fucking music and getting your beats sold and produced and all that cool shit.
Yeah. Well, a lot of it has to do also with me, the fact that I dissed Violent J. There's still more rapper ninjas out there that will love your beats that don't even recognize Violent J. Just like, don't hurt me. No.
Right, I'm talking to them.
But yeah, you're right, man. I've had people want to buy my beats, but the thing is, like, I don't want just anybody having my beats, man, because I've seen other producers that I've worked with that I bought beats from. Yeah. I've seen how they'll just sell to just anybody, and then the person that buys their beat will just make some like garbage ass shit over it. And I'm just like, man, I don't want nobody doing that shit with my beats.
Because your name's on it?
Yeah, because it's like an endorsement. And there's a lot of artists that won't do a collaboration with just anybody because of that too. Some of them don't care. They'll just say, hey, I'm money grabbing. Hey, if you'll pay me, I'll do it. I'm not like that. I'm just like, hey, your shit has to be good for me to even want to work with you.
Hey, you got to take an application to work with One Man Kru. Hold up, man.
I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, man, you know, because I get a lot of people like that really want to work with me or either me rap with them and I try not to hurt their feelings. I try to be encouraging to them, like, hey,
Be
you're
professional as possible.
Oh yeah. I'll be like, you're not quite there yet, man, but just keep working on it. You'll get there type thing, you know.
Then they immediately go, fuck you.
No, actually, they've been pretty had pretty good attitude about it because most of them know that they're not at that level yet, you know, because like some of them, they don't like rap in sync with the beat or their recording quality is terrible or something, you know.
That's actually a new wave of what rappers are not on beat anymore. That's the cool. That's what all the cool kids are doing.
I don't know, man. Anything cool about that?
Oh man.
Hello, you. Hello, new. Hello, early. Hello, pump, push. Hello, energy, effort. Hello, movement. Hello, goals and real swole, the best you've ever looked. Hello, PRs and PBs. Goodbye, couch sitting and TV, or tired and groggy, lackluster and foggy. Instead, say hello to a new version of you. And say hello to Make Wellness, to see what you really can do.
We've entered this age of consumer performers, and it's easy to get lost in the shuffle of that because everybody thinks they got to be a performer, an artist, or some form of entertainer. So then like you get the real entertainers. They're like, well, how am I supposed to eat when all these other motherfuckers are doing all this shit for free, you know?
Yeah, what the freak? So what do you feel from your experience is more difficult? Getting the crowd to feel your music or to react to your performance in the ring?
Well, the ring, the wrestling thing, that's easy. You're either a babyface or a heel. If you're a babyface, your job is to get sympathy and get people behind you. But if you're the heel, your job is to piss people off and get these people to want to get behind the baby face. So there's a science to it. It's very easy. Like working people is like my forte. So the wrestling shit comes easy to me. I might not be as good as I used to be as far as in the ring, like doing all this crazy shit, but I still can tell a story and get heat and get over and do what I need to do to sell tickets and put asses in seats. That's easy to do. But with the music thing, there's such an oversaturation of so many people doing the same thing. You got to kind of I've found in my experience that I've had to find a way to circumnavigate that and find my own little thing that separates me from other people. And I think that thing is my skits and my beats.
Do you feel that you are now building up your following?
I am, yeah. I had before that new album dropped, I had 30 something followers on Spotify. Now I've got 500 and something.
Yeah. One message you want your fans to carry with them after experiencing your art?
Well, I would just say just enjoy life. And do what makes you think you're going to be happy. Like if you have dreams and you have goals, go for them. Don't let nobody stop you. Because life's too short to wait until it's too late. And then you look back on your life and be like, man, I could have done this and I could have done that. I wasted my life. I don't want to be that. So that's what I'm trying to do with my life. I'm just trying to be like, okay, I'm going to go for this and this and this. A lot of people will say my problem is I immerse myself in too many avenues. Like I'm doing acting, I'm doing wrestling, I'm doing music. I like to do it all. And you never know. Sometimes you might find out you're really good at something. For example, I'm doing this play at my local community theater. My grandpa used to do plays there all the time. I just discovered that I'm really good at acting. I was cast as Clifford Anderson in a production of Death Trap. And I had done a little bit of extra work and bit parts for movies and TV shows. And I, acted in my own music videos and voice acted in my skits and my my music, my albums and stuff. But like stage acting is a totally different ball game, and it's very challenging. And I found that I'm actually really good at it. So sometimes if you take a gamble on yourself and you try something new that you haven't done before, you might find that you're pretty good at it.
Is there some kind of strategy to mesmerize your lines?
One of the easiest ways that I've memorized my lines is I'll listen to another production of the play and I'll read the script along with it. And sometimes in those other productions, like on YouTube, I'll play one. There are different ones, like there's probably like 4 or 5 of them. I'll read along with it and I'll find what that actor said differently than is in the script. And then I'll see, okay, is what he said better said that way than in the script? And if it is, I'll say it this guy's way. And then once I find the right production of it on YouTube, I'll just listen to it all the time. And usually, you know how like you watch a movie, like, is there a movie that you watched 100 times that you just love?
Yeah.
And then you every time you watch it, you can probably verbatim recite it, right?
Yeah.
And that's how I am with the movie Predator.
Magic Ninja.
Yeah, there is that one too. Yep, Big Money Hustlers. So that's kind of how it is. I'll just listen to it or watch it, and then over and over again. And I might do just one little part there, like maybe the first half of one scene, and I'll play it over and over again until I've memorized it. Then I'll play the next half of that scene and over until I memorize that. And then I'll go to the next scene, play half of that. And if there's a part where I'm really fuzzy on, I'll take that one little section and just play it over and over until I got it memorized. It's kind of cheating, but it's how I do it.
It's a good way to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Why those actors make all the big bucks.
Yeah, man, it's a challenge. It really is. And then it's not just memorizing and reciting it. It's also
yourself into that character.
Putting yourself into the character. It's where you're going to be, what you're going to do, how you're going to emote, how you're going to react when other people are saying their dialogue. And sometimes you might have to do certain things in order for what you're going to say next to even make sense.
Because you're not you.
No, you're that character. You have to step out of yourself and into that. And that's the most challenging thing about it.
That's where the big bucks is. It's just all the above. God damn it.
I was looking, man. I was like, man, these Broadway actors are making bank, man. Maybe I should try to do that. Yeah, man. Like some of them are making like over $2,000 a week. And that's like not the big name ones. That's just
over $2,000 a week.
A week. Yeah. And the real big name actors, they'll make between $10,000 and $100,000 per week, I think, show or per production. But yeah, it's even if you're just like one of the smaller players that aren't even like a big name guy, you can make a lot of money doing that in New York City. And so I thought about trying to get into that.
Wow. I had no idea. Now I'm going to go do it. Shit. Just kidding. I got to do it.
You have to join.
See my fat ass in a Broadway musical.
You got to join the guild, though, to get into that, to be at that level. So you have to do like these little community theater ones and like do some other like little smaller paid ones. And then you can join this guild. I forgot the name of it, but once you join
our
that,
secret society.
Yeah, basically. And then once you get into that, then you can go audition for Broadway, or they may even just offer you the work.
That's really cool. Well, good luck. Is that something that you decided to go full throttle into?
It's something that if this, we're into the dress rehearsal phase of it. Like the show opens on October 17th. We've got 7 shows. If that show goes well and I get good reviews, then I'm going to pursue it.
There you go. Well, if it goes well, are you going to live stream this performance?
I'm not going to live stream it, but it will be on video, and I'll probably put it on my YouTube channel eventually.
That's really cool. So, being a wrestler, you're already showing your acting skills there. Now you just put it into another light.
That has helped tremendously, actually, because a lot of stuff in acting is actually almost the same in wrestling. For example, in wrestling, when you're doing a filmed wrestling show or a TV wrestling show, the main camera looking at you, right? Well, on stage, it's don't ever turn your back on the audience. So there's some parallels there that's helped me be able to acclimate to this. And there's a couple other ones too, but then where the physical stuff happens, like the little fights and scuffles and stuff on stage, the wrestling shit has really helped with that.
I bet. That's really cool.
Thank you, bro.
I cannot wait to freaking see it. when it comes out.
Yeah, man, I can't wait for you to see it. Hopefully, I don't stink it up.
Everything you've been sharing with us, man. If you could talk to your younger self, like before all this started popping off for you, what advice would you give to your younger self?
I would tell my younger self, hey, dude, you're on the right path, but you need to fucking stop smoking dope and drinking fucking booze and don't smoke. Like, don't do any of this dumb shit. Focus on your body, focus on your goals, work harder, go make money, save your money, and go forth into the world and fucking get your goddamn dream.
No boats and hoes?
There was a lot of that along the way, but
stay off the boats and away from the hoes.
But the idea is to just like avoid these situations where you're gonna take one step forward and two steps backward.
Yeah.
You can always have fun. There's always time for that. But like when you're getting fucking stoned and drunk like on a daily basis, like I was in my 20s and 30s, yeah, it's not good. Like I could have made it a lot farther if I would have stayed sober and clean.
This summer, it's all about how you show up. Clean, bold, confident, every angle, built to stand out. Two-piece energy, made to turn heads. Details that hit, front to back. One piece, two-piece, up to 5X. Made for real bodies, real confidence. No distractions, no extras. Just the look and how it makes you feel. Only $34.99. Step into your moment. Make a splash. Own the pool.
Man, are you saying that you've lost opportunities because of it?
I've lost opportunities just because of my own stupidity, man. Just my own, like, either my ego or my irresponsibility, or just not being a professional, not conducting myself like a professional. And now that I'm older and more mature, I'm 42 years old, and it's like now I'm getting these opportunities, but it's like kind of come too late, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I feel like the timing is actually perfect because I wasn't mature enough to handle this stuff back then.
Yeah.
Like to get this, like, for example, to be in this play, I wasn't mature enough to do it, but I did it and I got over, and I end up, screwing it up a little bit, just being a dumbass. But I mean, I rebuild some of those relationships, and if I want to go back over there, I still can. But mostly, man, like drugs and alcohol stunted my maturity. And it wasn't until I got off that shit that I started to grow as a person to be who I am today, to be able to handle these opportunities and make the most of them.
Did you get off of these substances on your own, or do you seek help?
No, I got off on my own. I just stopped doing them. I met somebody who made me really care about myself.
The sensei.
Yeah, so I just stopped doing it. I still have like bad habits now, like this.
The hell was that?
It's Zen. It's like a nicotine salt. But I don't smoke. I used to smoke cigars, man. Those were expensive. It was like an expensive habit. I was spending like $30, $40, $50 a day on like fine cigars.
Wow.
And
they got cigar.
They were like I used to smoke Cuban cigars, and
I thought those things are illegal.
They are. Yeah, but the countries I smoked them in, it was legal. So
oh, wow. Why are they illegal? Why?
We have a trade sanction on Cuba. So we're not allowed to import anything from them. That's why. It's nothing to do with the ingredients or anything. Like, it's the same shit, like Honduran grown tobacco. It's the same quality. They take the seeds from Cuba and they grow them in Honduras, and they make cigars with it. It's basically the same thing, smoking the same shit. It's just because they're from Cuba, they're illegal. That's what makes them fun to smoke.
Damn it, Cuba, ruining the Americans. It's true. Look at my parents in the 80s. Gone. Or was it 70s? It was 70s? Anyway, I wasn't there. All I know is they were gone. And I am the result of it.
Yeah, parents were pretty wild when they were young.
Wild. Trying to tell me to get it together. Like, hold on, lady. I remember what you were doing when I was 3. Stepping out 3 in the morning. I remember. I think I don't.
Yeah.
Kids don't forget shit.
Yeah. I had a pretty good memory when I was a kid until I got hit in the head too many times.
You willingly got hit in the head. Willingly.
Yeah. And unwillingly. Sometimes people would just go into business for themselves. on me or take liberties or whatever. And earlier in my career, but that's why I didn't really know what I was doing. I was green, as they say in the business. Like when you're green, you're still not really knowing. I mean, you know how to do what you got to do, but you don't really know like how to make it work. You don't really know how everything works, like the ins and outs of everything. And then over time, you start to figure it out, and you're like, oh shit, I've been doing it wrong all this time. Oh, that guy was beating my ass because I was fucking up. That's why he did that. And you start to realize.
Oh, he's like really beating my ass. Yeah, definitely. I'm not prepared to be a pro wrestler.
Not a lot of people are. But yeah, you know, so many people want to do it nowadays. And when I first got into it, man, they wouldn't let just anybody do it. They were really protective of the business. But now, man, you can just buy boots and tights on the internet and show up to a show and call yourself a wrestler.
What's good, y'all? I got my own music and everything.
I do produce my own entrance music.
But I thought you were done wrestling.
What makes you think that?
You said you were hurt. And you're doing acting now, and you're not done wrestling?
No, I still wrestle, man. In fact, I use my real life, like, troubles with my body to tell the story that I'm retiring just to fake people out and work them into thinking I'm retiring so I could tell them to go fuck themselves. I did that recently. I showed up to this show in Indianapolis, and everybody thought I was making my retirement speech, and I was like, pretend I was using my acting shit. I was pretending I was crying. I was like, you guys, suck my fucking dick. You all thought I was retiring. You're out of your goddamn mind.
I just thought you were fucking retiring.
No, dude. I probably should retire. I mean, I've been wanting to because my body's fucked. But there's something in me that's just like, man, it might as well just run it into the ground. Fuck it.
What do you mean your body's fucked? Why do you say that?
I got 4 bulging discs, spinal stenosis, a torn labrum in my hip, a torn meniscus in my knee. I've got neurological problems. I've got like heart issues and lung issues.
So you're in pain right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I take pretty strong painkillers, man. And but I mean, I still do what I got to do, man.
Is this how wrestlers get stuck on pain meds so often? Like you saw on Dark Side of the Ring?
Yes. But the difference is between how I take it and they take it is they abused it, and I actually take it. They'll snort it, or they'll fucking shoot it, or they'll boof it, or they'll do whatever with it, and they take too much of it. Me, I actually have some left over at the end of the month, like every month.
Plus, you said you had a spouse that's helping you.
Yeah.
Go spouse.
Yeah.
She'll kick your ass and start doing too much.
Yeah, she
gets you right in the balls. Take the One Man Kru and his homeboy down. No, she's like, you won't even dare get back up.
Yeah. She's a very private person, but
there she is.
Yeah, she's very, very sweet when she's not pissed off at me.
Well, good. Don't do everything you can to not make her pissed off at you.
Yeah, I try not to, but it's hard. It's really hard. We're not married.
Oh, okay.
I'm working on getting richer, more wealthy. Because the way I look at it, I'm already rich. Like, have that mindset. I'm already rich. I'm already wealthy. I'm already gifted. Then you attract more and more and more. And I'm thankful for what I have, because I do have a lot. And being thankful for what you have, it like opens this portal to receive more. It's crazy how it works. It's kind of like the law of attraction or something.
Do you feel that portal now blessing you with those opportunities right now?
I do, yeah, man. And once I put myself in that positive mind frame, like I was telling you about, like I had to change the way I thought, man, I get all kind of crazy. Like right now I'm doing this podcast. That just came out of nowhere, thanks to Siren, for hooking that up. Who, by the way, I adore her. She is an amazing person, amazing lady, amazing artist. She's such a great person.
Shout out to Siren. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. I'd take a bullet for that chick.
Really?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, have y'all made a song together, or possibly going to?
We've talked about it.
Well, y'all should.
I love that chick. I do. I love that that girl. She is so awesome. Like, she's
incredible.
She's a very unique individual. Very special. And I mean that in a nice way. I mean it. Like, she's special.
Absolutely. I agree with that statement. So what can we expect that's up and coming, or what's next for the One Man Kru?
Well, just, you might see me pop up here and there doing some wrestling stuff. If the promoters want to pay me, I'll do it. If not, then fuck it, I won't do it. And then
It's like a rough business.
it is, man. And what fucked it up was like all these, like, I don't want to say wannabes, but that was kind of what they are, like basically glorified backyard wrestlers willing to go and do these shows for nothing. And it messes it up for like the real pro wrestlers, because now these promoters think they could just not pay everybody. Like, oh, these guys will do it for free, so I don't have to pay these other guys. I'll just, if they don't want to do it, I'll just fill their spot with somebody who would do it for free. Like, it's gotten that bad.
Wow.
But you still got old school promoters though that take care of the talent though.
It's the same thing happening in the rap game.
It is, yeah. It's very similar in that aspect.
I don't gotta pay these guys. I got these guys that'll pay me to come perform.
Yeah. Like the wrestling isn't quite that bad. By where like guys are paying to wrestle on somebody's shows, but you never know. There might be a little bit of that out there, but I've never heard of it. But with the music shit, that is very much, and it's been that way for a long time in music, where it's like, oh, you want to tour with this established artist, pay us X amount of dollars per show, and you can go on tour with us.
Cover your own travel.
Yeah, it's called
your own room and board.
A buy-in, because those tours cost money to do, to do a tour, it costs a lot of money. So I understand why they'd want you to buy in on the tour. But then once you get to a point where you're established, you can do your own tours. And you could charge people money to be on your tours. So they had to do
Cycle keeps going.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is that why shit hasn't changed? Because the
cycle just keeps on going, man. Like these guys, these guys, when they started out, they had to suck hind tits, so to speak. And then
and you're going to suck my tits.
Yeah. Now that I'm the big dog, not me, but the
mindset.
Yeah. It's
like, suck these balls again on this show. But
it's fucked up, man, but it is what it is. I mean, they've made a whole pay-to-play scheme out of the rap game now. It's not the way it used to be. You're not just going to get signed and a label's going to pay you a bunch of money to make a record, and then you put it out, and then you tour and it sells. It's not like that anymore. Like, you really have to already be established for them to want to fuck with you. Like, those major labels, you already have to have already made your own noise and already making money independently for them to even want to do business with you.
That's right.
Some artists wait to be discovered. Others step into the shadows and take their shot. Welcome to Mic Check Thursday, hosted by the host with the ghost, Bounceball Boogie. Every week, the boogeyman opens the gates, searching for the realest voices in the underground. No industry politics, no fake hype, just raw talent and honest feedback. Think you've got a hot track? For just 99 coins, submit your song and get one guaranteed play live. Get reviewed by Bounceball Boogie and the full panel of creatures from the Boogieverse. And if your sound hits different, you might earn something most artists never get: a personal invitation to a spotlight interview on the official Underground Nation podcast. This isn't a contest. This is a gateway to exposure, to community, to your next level. Join us live for Mic Check Thursday. Bring your track, bring your courage, and step into the Boogieverse. The Underground is watching. Are you ready to be heard?
Ew, to what you just did.
What, this? Yeah, that's what my girlfriend says. Yeah, it's just nicotine salts. There's no tobacco. There's nothing. It's just nicotine salts and food grade flavorings. That's all it is.
It's as healthy as nicotine you're going to get.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, besides a nicotine patch or nicotine gum.
Either way, I think it's gross. So
it is gross, man. My girlfriend gets on me all the time about it.
Well, I don't blame her. She has to kiss that mouth.
She keeps breaking up with me over it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Like, take me back to Guam, motherfucker.
Sometimes, like, if I'm ever online and I'm flirting with another girl, it's because I'm single for about a week.
God damn it. You're never really single, One Man Kru.
Nah, never. Not really, no. But
doing stuff like that is going to make you really single. So you better stop playing with fire there, sir.
Yeah.
We stuck up with a girlfriend.
Hey, and you're right. Like, I shouldn't be doing that kind of shit.
You need to focus on your craft, mister. Focus on that money.
Mm-hmm.
Get that bank account. Oh.
Yeah. One time I told my girlfriend, I said, honey, I love you. I said, do you love me? She goes, you need to pay me. I said, I might as well be with a prostitute. I was just fucking with her. We were laughing about it.
Well, I'm glad she started laughing.
Yeah, she was joking when she said that. When she was like, "You need to pay me." But yeah, it was funny shit. I was like, "Well, I might as well be with a prostitute then." She's like, "Go ahead."
Well, you're like, dude, I just paid the light bill. The lights are on. I just paid you.
Yeah. Sometimes I go through something though. Like sometimes I'll get an injury or something, and I won't be able to work for a couple weeks, and then because I'm not making money in those couple weeks, then things get a little hairy there in that situation. But
well, wait a minute. You just said you take on projects that have pay.
I do, yeah. Yeah, but when I get a fucking head injury and I'm laying in bed for 2 weeks, there's really not much I could do. You know what I mean?
We're going back to the pain thing with the wrestling that you just won't let go.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, because it's like there's something on my mind that's really pissing me off, and I'm trying to stay cool about it and not say nothing public about it. But like, there's these fucking promoters, and they're real scumbag motherfuckers. Like, you go and you'll kill yourself for them, and then they don't pay you, and then you fuck yourself up working for them, thinking you're gonna get paid, and then
you're a contract in place.
You would think, but there's never is. Not at the independent level. It's all handshake bullshit, and then like you're laying up in bed for a couple weeks after a match because you're fucked up in it because you're out there busting your ass trying to put on the best show possible to because you want to get paid, right?
Yeah.
So then like you don't have any fucking money because the cocksucker never paid you, and like you're missing work for 2 weeks, and then it costs you money to get to the goddamn show. Like to drive an hour to the airport and fucking pay for parking for 2 days, and then all your amenities and food and shit that you're paying for. Then you're expecting to make that back when you get paid plus extra, and then you don't, and it's just like, the fuck kind of bullshit is this? What kind of scam is this?
Kind of scammy.
Yeah, so that's kind of like, that's been going on in my life right now, and a lot of my friends who are wrestlers' life, and it's like really damaging to our personal lives. You know what I mean? So I just want to throw that out there for any wrestling promoters. If you're fucking booking wrestlers, you need to pay them, because we're fucking risking our neck, our life, and our livelihood, and our relationships for you,
Man, I can't believe this is happening. You need to get some agreements in place. Like, I ain't showing up till you sign this, Mr. Promoter.
Yeah, well, you'd think you could just do that, right? Well, you tell them, hey, I'm not going to show up unless you pay me up front or pay me what you owe me.
They replace.
They'll just cancel you and book somebody else.
Damn.
That's how fucked up it is.
Is this everywhere or just America?
It sure as hell don't happen in Japan. I can tell you that right now. It's never happened to me ever in Japan. Every promoter I ever worked for in Japan has paid me promptly, either the day of the show or a couple, 2-3 days later at another show. Hey, this is your pay from the show you did a couple days ago for me. Here's your pay for today's show. Boom. And I've never not gotten paid from a Japanese promoter ever.
Hey, so you're going back to Japan?
Eventually I will be going back to Japan. That's 100%.
I can hear it by the way you talked. Like, yep, Japan. I got the shit together. I could go hurt people, get paid for it. Don't have to deal with these phony ass, pussy ass American promoters.
Yeah, they're on some shit, man.
Promoters have always been a dick, even on the music side. But here, also on the wrestling side, what other side could they be dicks at that I don't even know about?
If it's any form of entertainment, any fucking maestro impress a motherfucker is gonna be a dick if they're successful.
Dick. This is part of the business. Got to be a dick to be successful.
Yeah. Otherwise, if you're too nice, you won't make any money if you're promoting shit.
How evil. What an evil line to walk.
But there's a flip side to it, too, because there's wrestlers who try to work those promoters out of extra shit, extra money. Like, hey, you only paid me this much, but I think you should pay me this because of this, this, and this. So it's always a never-ending struggle of, hey, I want this much, but I'm only going to give you this much. You know what I mean? And that's in all forms of entertainment.
Man, we need a third-party negotiator.
We need a fucking union in wrestling.
A union? A union? A wrestling union?
It'll never happen.
Entertainment union?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, wrestling could fall under a different union, like a theater union, a screen acting union. It could, because it's the same shit. It's acting. It's on camera, or it's on a stage, like the ring is the stage. It's basically theater in the round with stunts. And it can even go into a stunt union. Like, there are so many things that you could categorize pro wrestling in, because there's so much that goes into it.
Then why haven't they?
You can't get anybody on the same page, Because you got some guys who are comfortable. Oh yeah, I'm one of the big dogs. I'm making the big bucks. I'm comfortable with my spot. I don't want to lose my favor with these promoters or this promoter or put my position in jeopardy, so I'm not going to go along with that.
Yeah.
That's why.
It's all about some bitch-ass money.
It is.
Sounds like they're no better than politicians.
It is politics. We call it backstage politics. That's what it is.
Backstage politics. So One Man Kru, from your experience and knowledge about the game, we'll say the entertainment game, what advice would you say to that young pro wrestler or young hip-hop rock and roller, who what the fuck ever they are, that's tinkering in the room right now, going to the gym, trying to put everything in, but yet they just have this massive doubt where they're getting, they're not getting booked, they're getting black labeled or whatever, they're getting pushed around, bullied, and maybe they just don't feel, I don't know, their confidence isn't there yet. What would you tell that young artist or entrepreneur or upcoming wrestler?
Well, confidence issues happen to a lot of people, even people that are already been doing it for a long time. So that's normal to doubt yourself. But at the same time, self-belief, belief in yourself is very important if you want to pursue these things. So if you don't believe in yourself fully to do it, I would suggest having a backup plan, staying in school, getting your college education and a degree in something that you can, or a trade, learn a trade that you can do to fall back on or to do simultaneously while you're wrestling on the independents so that you can make a comfortable living. Or if you just doesn't work out for you, you'll have something where you can make a living off of for the rest of your life. But also, if you want to be a wrestler, go get trained by somebody who's made money in the business. Like go to Cody Rhodes' school, the Nightmare Factory, or go to Booker T's school down in Houston. Go to Black and Brave Wrestling Academy. Go to Team 3D Academy. Go to Lance Storm's wrestling school. Go down to OVW and train with Al Snow. Go somewhere where you know that the people that are training you have made money. They know what they're doing. And when I was trained by Booker T, I was trained by Seth Rollins, by Cody Rhodes, by Team 3D, the Dudley Boys. When you say that, that name holds weight, and a promoter automatically knows, oh, they were trained by this person. They know the business. I gotta pay this motherfucker because I don't want them telling Al Snow or Booker T or Team 3D or Cody Rhodes or Seth Rollins that I didn't pay this motherfucker. So I better walk the chalk because I don't want to burn a bridge with them too. So that's kind of like that. So not only are you being able to leverage the name of the person that trained you, but you're also learning from somebody who knows the business and knows how to work, knows how to train you the right way. So you'll know what you're doing and you'll know how to navigate those shark-infested waters of backstage politics. As far as music goes, make sure if you don't have a good job where you're making a lot of money, where you can invest in yourself and invest in production, invest in your music videos, invest in promoting it, you need to learn how to do everything yourself and put your 10,000 hours in and master your craft. It starts with you. You have to do it. You have to have the will to do it. You have to make the time to do it. You have to either have the money to do it or the talent to do it or both. And if you don't have the talent, you need to develop the talent. And if you don't have the money, you need to make the money or both.
That's what we both, which means
you don't have to have talent. You just have to develop talent. You just have to become talented. You know, there are people that are naturals. They're naturally gifted to be able to do this and that. And there are people who started out like me who weren't that good at it. And over time, they got good at it.
Sure.
You know,
absolutely.
Looking for bold, high-quality merch that hits harder than your next show? At Smoke and Barrel Apparel, we fire up the best in screen printing and promotional gear, crafted for bands, artists, and creators who refuse to blend in. From shirts to banners, from tour drops to custom promo runs, we've got your back with the best prices around. Learn more today at Smokin'. That's SMOKINBA.com. Official sponsor of the Underground Nation podcast, supporting the heartbeat of the underground, one print at a time. Contact Ryan Chavez for more information. Smokin' Barrel Apparel, where your brand meets the barrel.
I had a good friend. We were doing sales together for the insurance industry, and I still do insurance. But she went to CCW and trained with Gangrel.
Awesome. Yeah, that's another one. Gangrel. He's a really good one to learn from.
And now she's blowing the fuck up. Nikki Blackheart.
Awesome. Yeah, that's very, very great to hear. Gangrel's a great guy. I've met him, hang out with him backstage. A really nice guy. He can still go, man. He's like pushing 60 and he can still boom, boom, boom. That guy's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Almost 60. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. He's been around for a while now.
The vampire. The Brood. I remember the Brood.
That's a hell of a gimmick. I really loved it.
Yeah, me too. Well, One Man Kru, any shout outs, thank yous, or anything we forgot to promote, please take this time to
shout out to everybody who's ever supported me, who's ever bought a CD or a download or streamed anything I've done, who's ever subscribed to my social medias, my YouTube channels, everybody who's helped me along the way in my journey. I really appreciate everybody's support, and I live my life every day being grateful for that support. So thank you.
Awesome, man. What a journey. One Man Kru, thank you for blessing the Underground Nation podcast with your story, your grind, and your wisdom. From the underground stages to Japanese rings, from producing chart-topping tracks to defending world championships, you've shown us what it means to truly never quit.
Hey, before we go, I want to tell a funny story when I was in Japan.
Go ahead.
All right, so I was staying with my sensei. I've told this story before on other podcasts, but it's so fucking funny. So I was in my sensei's office, and I was sitting on the floor reading a book, and we were talking about this guy named Nakamura who ran a promotion called 01, who neither one of us liked because he was like talking shit about me for being fat. Well, over there in Japan, fat is money, right? So they tried to keep me fat because I was losing weight because they wanted me to be fat because like for some reason in their culture, if you're fat, you're rich or something. So this guy Nakamura, him and my sensei used to work in the 01 office together before he ran 01. Shinya Hashimoto ran 01 before. So they'd work together in the office, and my sensei had asthma, so he hated him because he'd always blow cigarette smoke in his direction and put his feet on my desk. And then one time my sensei, when Nakamura took over 01, he had asked Nakamura, hey, is it okay if I run my own show outside of 01 just to see how it does? I just want to see if I can do it. And he was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. So he booked Yoshiaki Fujiwara against himself in the main event, and they drew like a $10,000 gate. Well, he brought that 10 grand back to Nakamura, and he gave it to him as a sign of loyalty, and Nakamura gave him back $200 for wrestling on the show, on his own fucking show that he ran. So when he told me that, I said, wow, what a cocksucker. And he goes, cocksucker? You know cocksucker-san? I said, son, what are you talking about? And he showed me this karate magazine. It's called Full Contact Karate Magazine. And inside the cover of it, the editor's name is Mr. Kakusaka. So, yeah, so like Kakusaka and are phonetically pronounced exactly the same in Japanese, but their phonetic system's like ha, he, hu, hey, ho, ka, kiko. It's not like A, B, C, D. So, yeah, so I was like, Kakusaka-san, and I read it, and I was like laughing my ass off, and then I told him what I actually said and what it means, and we were both laughing for like 20 minutes, and then he goes, how's spelling? And so I wrote it down for him, Cocksucker. And he took the paper and he put a piece of tape on it. He taped it on the wall above his computer monitor at his desk. And he says, I study English. Cocksucker. Yeah, this is funny. So he told all of his friends that story, like other wrestlers and stuff. And so now when I go back to, every time I go back to Japan, like Ricky Fuji, be like, hey, one man. Cocksucker. Yeah, other wrestlers, they walk around, and it's funny as fuck.
Look at you teaching people English.
Teaching them the wrong shit. Oh, there's another funny story from Japan where, I don't know if I should tell this one, but I had this match against Tetsuhiro Kuroda for the WEW World Heavyweight Championship, which used to be FMW's world title. FMW is like a famous hardcore wrestling promotion in Japan. And I was supposed to wrestle him, and they were considering putting the title on me, but I hurt my back. So they're like, well, we can't put the belt on him because he's but I wrestled him anyway, and I lost. I had to lose because, they weren't going to depend on me to be the champion. So I was bummed out about it. And my sponsor, Mr. Kunihiro, he took me and my sensei to this restaurant in Shinjuku. It was like, I think it's called Gusan Chome or something like that. It's like the gay part of Shibuya, right? So we're like eating in this restaurant, and then like I'm sitting there and I'm drinking beers and stuff, and we're done eating, and he takes me out of this restaurant. He grabs me by my hand, and he says, tonight we go to Otsuka. And so we're walking on our way to take a taxi, and he's like, no Viagra, okay? You know, he's holding my hand saying this shit in the gay part of Tokyo. He's like, do you pray asshole sex? Do you like bro job? I was like, I don't know about no bro job. So anyway, we get in this taxi, and we go to Otsuka, and he takes me to this brothel, and he pays for these 2 hoes for me to bang. And I just sat there and talked to him most of the time. Like, I didn't want to do it. For me, it was just kind of weird. But anyway, after I got done out of there, I walked out of there, and there's Mr. Kunihiro standing there smoking a cigarette. He goes, 1 month tonight, you're 2-time champion. Because I banged 2 bitches. They say I'm 2-time champ.
But you did it.
Yeah, reluctantly I did it.
You're like, no, I did it.
Yeah, because he paid for it. So I was just like, whatever. Over there, it ain't no big deal. It's like normal part of their culture, I guess. But over here, it's different. They look down on you if you do that kind of shit. But over there, like, there's married men that do that all the time, and their wives are just like, whatever. At least I don't have to do it.
Selling their wives?
No. Their husbands will go bang these prostitutes, and they don't give a shit. Because they're just like, yeah, at least I don't have to fucking fuck this. Yeah, it's just like a normal part of their everyday life. Like, it's not like outright legal, but the cops don't give a shit.
It's very interesting.
It is, yeah. I
need a room to Japan.
But yeah, dude, it's a wild, wild world over there. It's different. It's certainly different than over here.
Damn, sounds like quite the place to be. I need to go check out Japan.
Yeah, it's a good place to go, especially if you're single.
Especially if you're single.
That
I am not. I missed my single opportunity to go to Japan, I guess. I actually never had an opportunity ever. Never even thought about it.
It's fun, man. Like, even if you don't do any of that shit, you know, it's a fun place to go. Me and my girlfriend went there last year for vacation a couple times, and we went to like Tokyo Disney, and we had fun.
Tokyo Disney?
Yeah.
Jeez, I don't know nothing.
Yeah, there's all kind of good shit to do out there, man. It's fun. It's very busy though. It's kind of like New York City. I wouldn't want to live in New York City, but I lived in Tokyo for a while.
And I loved it. All these places you love and you left. Why did you ever leave?
Just wasn't in the cards to stay.
I get you. Well, whenever it comes up, One Man Kru, we support you here at the Underground Nation. Please share it our way. We're more than happy to share it out as much as we possibly can to help you out.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. And everyone listening, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to One Man Kru on all social platforms and streaming services. And while you're at it, support the Underground. Head over to underground-nation.com and don't forget to search the Underground Nation podcast on your favorite podcast platform. Leave us a review, take a snapshot, and send it in to us for a shout out on a future episode. This is Bounce Ball Boogie, your host with the ghost. Until next time, keep the underground alive. Thank you, One Man Kru.
My pleasure, bro.
What an incredible conversation. A huge thank you to One Man Kru for stepping into the hot seat and blessing Underground Nation with his time, his stories, and the relentless passion that has carried him through the worlds of music and professional wrestling. From the studio to the squared circle, his journey is proof that hard work, sacrifice, and determination can build a legacy that reaches far beyond the underground. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to One Man Kru on all social media and streaming platforms so you can stay up to date on everything he has coming next. And if you enjoyed this conversation, take the time to visit underground-nation.com to discover more incredible artists, wrestlers, and creators who are making noise beneath the mainstream. You can also search for the Underground Nation podcast on your favorite podcast platform and join us as we continue to shine a light on the voices shaping the underground. Are you a wrestler, an artist, an entrepreneur, or someone with a message the world needs to hear? Don't wait. Contact us today at ugmpodcast@gmail.com and let your story be heard. Until next time, keep your eyes on the shadows and your ears to the streets. Because at Underground Nation, we're making noise underneath the surface.